It is just before 9 a.m. on April the 1st, 2020. A week and a half into our lockdown because of the coronavirus. There is no one in London. I've had to come to London to pick up my laptop for my new job. Otherwise I won't be able to work from home. I drove here in about half an hour from Leatherhead. Normally it takes about an hour and a half in the morning if I have to drive. Don't know if the parks are open. I thought they weren't. Am I allowed to walk in the park? Maintain a big social distance from everyone. People are comparing this to the war. And there's poppies. Maybe in the future there'll be some type of memorial for everyone who died from coronavirus. Can I walk into here? I'm doing it. I'm going in. This is beautiful and empty. I heard yesterday that during the World War I, at the height of it, 6,000 people a day worldwide were dying. At the moment, it's about 3,500. Am I allowed to walk into the park? Am I allowed in the park yet? Yeah. Guy looks really confused. Yeah, about the moment, 3,500 people are dying a day. This is beautiful though. Even when there's Armageddon, if you can maintain a social distance, you can really make the most of it. Enjoy London. A beautiful day on the 1st of April, cold and chilly. So there's a bit of frost on the floor. But it's absolutely lovely. I used to do this walk every day from the station, from Victoria into Fitzrovia, my last job. I've never seen it this quiet on a weekday morning at this time. It's been packed. Still a few cars on the road, not many. London still has to function. I don't see what's the problem though. If you're in your car by yourself, if you're walking by yourself, maintaining distance from not using public transport, all these overzealous police people arrested everyone for going for a walk in the woods, going for a walk in a national park. If you're away from everyone else, it's good for you. Locking everyone up is not good. Swan flying. Let people, as long as you don't see people in groups or packs, which I have seen, or people interacting with others who aren't in the household, then there's no problem. You should be encouraged to get outside. I'm not going to infect anyone out here. One, because I'm not infected. I've recovered. Two, because there's no one here. This is amazing. Stunning spring morning. Rubbish piece of architecture. What the hell is that? So that's modern architecture and a beautiful old lamppost. They had it right back in the day. Beautiful trees. No capital city in the world has better parks than London. New York's got one big park, which is always packed. London's got multiple: Richmond, Hyde Park, Regent's Park, St James's Park, Victoria Park, Bushy Park. They're all pretty awesome. Bangkok's got like 2, Lumpini Park, and it's full of massive lizards. Rome's got 2, not as well kept as this. London is a green, beautiful city. Should I go into town? I'm going to veer off out of the park. Go and explore some back streets. Everyone you see is wearing a mask, which is not normal for England. In Asia, I used to live in Bangkok, everyone wears masks, not all the time, but a lot of people wear masks. A lot of it, Koreans and Chinese and Thais wear masks all the time. When there's no pandemic, you see them at airports in Rome or something, walking around the airport with masks on. I used to kind of mock them, but now I'm with them. All this rubbish from British scientists saying the masks don't help, they do help. That's why the South Koreans, people in Hong Kong, Thai, everywhere the infection rates are less. Social distancing. Stay at least 2 meters apart. I've maintained at least 200 meter distance from everybody because there's no one here. I'm a big believer in life and making the most out of bad situations. I had to cancel my wedding recently, which is very disappointing, but on the plus side, I don't have to worry about a wedding anymore. I don't have to write a speech, I don't have to lose weight, I don't have to spend loads of money. So, always look for the plus side and everything. And there's a pandemic, let's keep away from this bloke. The plus side of this horrific situation is I get to go and explore empty streets as long as I'm obeying the rules, keeping away from everybody. The guy next to me just spat on the floor. Disgusting fucker. I wonder if the Ritz is open. There's the Ritz up there in front of me. But I'm going to break down to the left. It's a beautiful old building. I miss this walk into London every day. Good way of keeping fit. Construction people are still, they're not blocking me in, are they? Construction people are still working. I used to get my sandwiches here. The cafe. A bacon sandwich in the morning. Look at this beautiful English cobblers. This guy looks like a zombie out of Shaun of the Dead. That's a modern zombie staring at your phone. Morning. It's empty. Amazing. It's like walking around a Disney World version of London at night time by yourself. Many a drink at this pub here. Makes you appreciate all the great things when you're trapped in your house, not able to do anything, how amazing London is. Get sick of England, but London, one of the best places in the whole world. Empty or busy. Trumper. Look at that shop called Trumper. I would definitely rename your shop if I was them. Right, let's go this way, 'cause there's armed police over there. Look at this emptiness. Ted's grooming room, they're not grooming anyone at the moment. Sounds a bit pedo-y, Ted's grooming room. Ted's grooming people. I just paid for parking. I probably didn't need to. I haven't seen any traffic wardens. They're probably not at work. It's the first dog walker I've seen out and about. So quiet. It's like a Sunday morning at 6 a.m, but it's not. It is Wednesday. It's past 9 o'clock in the morning. And are these hotels all closed? They are. It's awful. Awful for the world. Past 9 a.m, everything would normally be packed. Square up there, empty. There's a few construction workers walking around, that's about it. Everything else is completely empty. Walking this way. Chesterfield Hotel in Mayfair. How much do you reckon that is a night? £400 a night? £500 a night? Look at it, it's not such a beautiful building, but Mayfair, as you know, if you play Monopoly, it's one of the most expensive places in London. And it's a lovely area to stay if you come on holiday. Dartmouth House, the English speaking union. It's funny how much more you notice when the hustle and bustle has died down in a big city. You can really appreciate it. I'm viewing these as historical documents because London will never be like this again, ever, on a Wednesday at 9 a.m. This is something to document. This is something to absorb. This is something to experience. And I am not affecting anyone. I'm doing nothing wrong by filming this. I've got to be here anyway to get my laptop. So I don't feel bad about documenting it. But it is definitely an experience. It just feels weird. The footmen. They're not social distancing, there's 5 people together over there. Let's keep away from this dude. On it. Closed for now. Heading towards Soho, Carnaby Street soon, all those areas. Be interested to see how dead they are. I did see it last week. We're pretty dead as 8 days ago. And these are the businesses I don't feel sorry for. Ferrari over there. What's that? Eight's actually just gone bust. Same by Pret a Manger. Don't really feel bad for them. It's the posh members club over here. Don't feel sorry for them. Feel sorry for the little people. Self-employed. All this big business will probably survive. Ferrari will definitely survive. Look at this, is empty. Wow. All the property around here is owned by the super elites, super rich Russian oligarchs, Middle Eastern oligarchs, wealthy English aristocracy maybe. I wonder where they've chosen to hide out during the apocalypse. If they've stayed in England, if they've gone to a sunnier place. Berkeley Square, empty. I missed this walk. No wonder I've put on so much weight recently that I'm not doing this twice every day. It used to take me an hour to walk to work, an hour back in the evening. Now I'm doing nothing. I'll work from home with my new job. Career. Maybe. I'm surprised there's not more people exercising, but not many people actually live around here. So, probably why. Let's go and head up to Oxford Street. Look at this. only put 2 hours in my car. I don't know if that's long enough to explore. This guy wants some wine. He's waiting outside Headingley and Wine, which seems to be open. I think booze shops are open at the moment, so people can continue to get pissed at home when they can't drink in the pubs. I did have a bottle of wine last night. Vivian Westwood, Bastion, Schweinsteiger. Nice old rolls. African art. Pretty amazing. The guy's got a proper mask on. I don't know why everyone's getting these masks. Look at this, Grosvenor Street. Have you ever seen it so quiet? Let's go check out Oxford Street. Islamic and ancient art. I don't think I can afford any of it. Wouldn't mind being on one of them right now. That's where the super rich and the elite are. They've gone to their yachts. They're parked in the middle of the ocean in no man's land with their staff, and then they're sitting on deck tanning it up. I'd probably do that as well. Might get a little dinghy and go into the channel, just sit there for a few weeks. Claridge's empty and patriotic, locked up. Look at this. Wow. Front of Claridge is empty. Sorry, Milano. They've been building here for years. At least 3 years. This has been a building site. I don't know if it's part of the Crossrail, a new station. Never ending. Running Horse. Pub in Leatherhead called the Running Horse. Probably not as nice as this one. Looks like construction's ceased here. Look, I know some constructors are closed down, which seems responsible. If you're working near someone who could have it, then you shouldn't be working. You should only be remote working unless you're in an emergency service. Even the police, I see them walking together in groups. They should be social distancing. Anyway, I hope things get up and running soon, because this is outrageous. It's so bad. They need to get tested in the UK. I saw a testing site in the UK earlier, completely closed down. We're doing nothing. Open up everything. Get testing, see who's immune, get them out to work. Get me out to work, get everyone out to work. Put a stamp on my passport saying I can travel again. So I can imagine in the future, if the West is worse than the East, someone like me who goes to Asia a lot, I won't be allowed into Asia unless I can prove I've had the virus or I've been vaccinated from the virus, so I've got an antibody. Then I'll be allowed to enter. So I want to get tested, shown I've had it, if I've had it, and then be like some type of Superman, immune to the Armageddon. It's going to come to Oxford Street, the busiest and worst street in my opinion in London. Not this one. Look at that as well, Jesus. Malton Street, South Malton Street. I've never seen it so quiet. Wow. Right, let's see Oxford Street, the busiest road maybe in Europe, except for Las Ramblas. Look at this. Absolutely empty in both directions. H&V closed. To be fair, it closed 10 years ago, I think. Looks like it's actually closed forever, that. Maybe it hasn't, I don't know. This is crazy. There's still a bus running. This guy's got a proper mask, look at that. Like Bane and Batman. This is my old hood. I used to work on this road for a couple of years, 2.5 years. For Central Media. Ben's Cookies do awesome cookies, but everywhere it's closed now. Every major store, everything. I can't see one open place. Anything I miss, I've got to admit, apart from normality, is coffee shops. There's not one coffee shop. There's no takeaway. McDonald's is closed down. It's takeaway. It's everything. You can't get coffee at Pret anywhere. And those horrible machines you get in garages. Look at this. Completely dead Oxford Street at about 9:30 a.m. Incredible. On a weekday. There's one guy running here, getting his exercise in. Morning. I just go veering towards me. Fucking idiot. Right, let's get off this horrible street. It's even horrible when there's no one on it. Let's walk to my old office and see what's become of it since they moved out. Pret closed. Understandable, you wouldn't want to work there. I wouldn't work there. Customers coming in, if I was employed by them, there's no way I'd turn up. Unless I'd already had the illness. Which is why we need to get everyone tested, prove immunity, get them back out to work. Have like little tattoos on our neck so everyone knows we're safe. I was thinking if you're single at the moment, how are you going to go and get a... How are you going to ever pull anyone for the next 2 years? Everyone will be worried about, you're infected. We're like the 80s with AIDS. Not as extreme. Morning. How you doing? Enjoying the quiet streets? Enjoying the quiet streets? Right, good. What's that?
I'm trying to get it all done quick so I can do a bigger job around the whole lot.
Really? There's no less litter though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah. I'm quite liking it. I don't know what he was sweeping, there's nothing on the floor. Just trying to look busy. I'm an expert at that as well. Looking busy whilst doing nothing. House of Fraser, closed. One Live Caffeine, my favourite coffee shop, is selling coffee at the moment. I should put more money in my car. I want to carry on walking for hours, this is amazing. There's people in there, what's going on there? I'm from a conference. What is that place? I don't know. Waitrose, I think. People who work in supermarkets at the moment as well, you've got to give them kudos. Give them credit, putting themselves at risk for a low-paid job, so people can panic buy and buy loads of toilet paper. This guy, I bet he's struggling at the moment. Self-employed people, and I know a few, are going to be struggling because they will botch their taxes, not 100%, but lots of them won't put through every piece of work, so they can't actually, earn their normal sums because the tax man only sees a bit of their normal business. I'm talking from personal trainers and other people I know. Obviously, some are very upstanding citizens and probably put everything through the tax man, but you never know. Okay, this guy here wants his money. Give me my money. Let's keep away from this guy. He's walking whilst reading, doesn't know what he's doing. But he's reading the Bible. Morning. Starbucks all closed, everything all closed. Phoenix, one of my old locals, just go to the mile manager a bit, other people, closed. I miss working around here so much. My new job's in Canary Wharf when it starts. I'm so depressed about that. I want to be back here. You don't know how good it is until you've not got it anymore, I'll tell you that. Look at this rich bastard driving around in this Lamborghini, Ferrari, Lambo. Oosh. Don't know what that was, I think it's a Lamborghini. I wouldn't want a Lamborghini at the moment, open top, someone could sneeze at you from the pavement. I like to be completely concealed. I've got to get my laptop from about a mile's walk from here, from the city. So I'm going to walk all the way there. We've got two people, are they feds? Are they police? Oh, they're not, I don't know. I'm going to put the phone down. Over and out from London.